Well, final reports in the trial to remove Sheriff Alfred Montgomery were due in court last week. Until the courts extended that deadline, we now expect the sheriff's legal team and the Missouri Attorney General to submit their final pleadings to the court this week, and that could be as early as today. And so joining us now, political editor Mark Maxwell. He's here with us, and you've covered that trial from the courtroom pretty extensively. He's here now with more on what we can expect, kind of get us into where we're going.
Yeah, hey Travis, good afternoon. It's good to be with you here. I just got off the phone with retired Judge David Mason moments ago, and he's representing Sheriff Alfred Montgomery in this case. He asked for the extension to file that final report this week at the first place. There appears to be some confusion about the new deadline. Courts initially told us it was today. Judge Mason believes it's tomorrow, but he's working to confirm that right now. Here's what we expect to see very soon. Both legal teams will submit their preferred ruling, how they want the judge to go. Basically, the way Judge Mason described it to me, if this were the Supreme Court, you'd have one ruling, the predominant ruling, and then the dissenting opinion, both sides wrapped in one. Judge Omer can then take these final reports with their findings of fact, with their legal conclusions, and sift through them all. Compare them to the evidence and the witness testimony we heard at trial. The judge would then reach his own final conclusion drawn from these final reports. And as soon as he has those final reports in hand, Judge Stephen Omer could rule and deliver his final decision at any point after that. So we don't know exactly when the court order will come down. It could be 1 hour after the reports are submitted. That's probably unlikely, that kind of speed. It could take a week. But then we're starting to run up against the Christmas holiday. A few clues here. The judge did signal he wants to reach a final decision soon. He sees this as an urgent matter. But he also suggested early on in the case he really doesn't like to be overturned by the higher courts on appeal, so he will take some amount of time to try to get this right. Final note, Travis, this is not a criminal case, so the state does not have to reach that high bar of beyond a reasonable doubt that someone is guilty. It's just a preponderance of the evidence, so it's basically a coin flip. If the judge feels he's going one way, 51% in favor of one of those 6 rulings to remove Alfred Montgomery, he could be gone, just like that.
Okay, but we will see this last until the Christmas holiday, most likely.
Well, it's really hard to say. It could be as early as, I think realistically, this Friday, we could see the judge come down with a ruling on this. I think once he has these final reports in his hand, he just has to do a few things. He probably knows where he's ruling. He just wants to see it all on paper one final time.
Okay, Mark Maxwell, thank you so much for staying on top of this.